I remember at that time, for some reason, I had seen old pictures of the dining room, and I was superintendent then, and the way it is now is not the way it was in 1995. There was a suspended ceiling, white with these liftable panels, and I just decided to get up on a ladder. I don't know if I could do that anymore, but I went up on this high ladder, and I got up, opened it up, and I looked underneath, and I thought, I think we could take this all down and go back to what it was like in 1891 when they built it. What happened was I didn't have funding to do that at that time, but there was an unfortunate event that caused this to happen. Alicia Goodritis was killed in a car accident not many weeks before her graduation in 1995. After that, her parents came to me and wanted to do something in her memory for the school, and her father was in the construction or contract business of some kind, and they ended up taking the whole project and did it, and it was all done by them. So that's how it started. So it started from a sad event, but it's led to something wonderful for the last 30 years or whatever, that's 30 years, I think. So that's kind of the history of it and why it happened. All right, I'm going to maybe not talk about the specifics of the need as far as the specific needs construction-wise, but I'm thinking I'd like to talk about the need for eating together. Sounds strange, but I grew up in the time when families ate all their meals together. That's not happening as much anymore, but I think meals are essential, not just for food, but they're essential because that's the way we bond with one another. What I like about the dining room is the way the students are able to converse with one another and get together with one another. And when I was a student here, there were long tables. Now they're round so they can talk to each other in a circle. And so I think that's very important. I don't think our community needs much encouragement. Because the way I watch things happen, everybody usually gets on the bandwagon for St. Bede, and so I think that's wonderful. I think the best way for people to get, though, is to maybe stop by sometime and see what it's like. It's amazing that this structure, that they built this big of a room with this much expanse of ceiling at that time, and it can accommodate all this many people at any given time. I would like to just say, keep being what you always have done. I don't think I have to try to convince you. I think anybody that supports St. Bede will surely find this. And if you're like me and you like to eat, you'll really support it. So there'll be no problem with that. So, well, I would like to touch on memories I have. I went to school here a long time ago. I graduated in '68. And at that time, we had long tables that came out from the walls. To make a long story short, we had family-style meals where waiters, students, it was all boys then, would bring out your food to your table, and they would bring a plate of pork chops, a bowl of mashed potatoes, corn, and a pie. We had sisters cooking at that time, and we sat in here, and we had our friends that we sat with, but also because it was all boys, this is a little funny thing, we switched seats every week because we didn't want the same kid to get the first dibs every week. And if there was a pie, the one who cut the pie got the last piece because we wanted that, made sure we knew it was going to be equal then. So, another little side story, when I was a student here for 2 years, I sat at the German table. There were 2 of them. If you sat at the German table, you had to say you would speak German, and then if you used English, you had to put a nickel in every time you used an English word. So it was a good way of getting together, but also to learn something. So, and there's been my memories of this place. There were so many things that went on here besides just the lunch that we had. There was a lot of events took place here as a student, and from the past, even way past, there's pictures on the wall showing that at one end they used to put plays on. That was before there was a gym and all this other stuff to have plays. So it's been kind of the central place for people here at St. Bede for a long time. So I would like it to continue, and I think we need some work to get done to have that continue, and that's why we turn to you.